What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Movie Files. I am here today to share with you all my spoiler-free review for the new film Hustlers, coming to theaters this Friday the 13th. Now, I got an early screening of this film, and I'm here to give you my positives, my negatives, and my overall thoughts in this video. But before we do that, I want you all, if you haven't already, to subscribe to our channel and make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our videos. And if you've seen the film, let me know your comments below of what you thought of the film and the performances. With that being out of the way, let's get started with this review. So touching on the positives, touching on the stories and the characters and all that without giving too much away. If you've seen the trailer, you kind of know what the film's about, and I'll leave the synopsis in the description below. But I really enjoyed the aspects of the story. Yes, this is a stripping movie. You have the great entertaining elements of that and great performances. You believe these women did a good job of learning the different moves and all that good stuff. But really walking away from this film, it was the friendship, the bond that we got in this film, the themes of capitalism, the stereotype of a stripper, and being told in the POV of these characters. I really enjoyed that aspect. The film does a really good job of giving you a kind of behind the scenes of what goes on, the ups and downs of this industry, and I really enjoyed that, and especially in the time frame and the particular years that the story takes place. I thought it was a really interesting choice of the year that they chose, and the time frame they chose, I should say. And also, without a doubt, the first two acts are very entertaining. It does a really great job of balancing. This film has some really good comedic moments, and I'll get into that with the in particular characters that have those moments, but it does a really good job of balancing the tone where you get these funny moments, but then you get these more serious moments, and at times the film goes into these kind of mob type of vibes. So I really enjoyed the balancing act that we got in this film. Jumping on some other positives, got to talk about this cast. This really well-rounded, diverse cast of strong, independent women. I love that. I love that we get from characters from Lizzo, Cardi B, Lili Reinhart, to Keke Palmer, Julie Stiles. I mean, the cast is diverse, and they're all great. And they all, some have more screen times than others, but I felt like everyone that was on screen had a purpose and did a good job in their role. Some really big standouts. Obviously, you may have already heard it before, but I'm going to repeat it again. Constance Wu, who we saw last year in Crazy Rich Asians. I thought her character was okay, a little dull at times, but this is really her movie to shine. This is her film, in my opinion. I thought she was a lead because it was told in her POV. It was narrated by her, and I thought she did a really good job of delivering a character you're rooting for and really want to see them succeed. And I loved her journey from the beginning to the end of this film. But the star of this movie, and there's been some buzz right now that will J-Lo be nominated for this performance? I personally think so, more in a supporting role and more so than a leading role, but she was great. We all know her being Jenny on the Block, a great singer, a great actress in her own right from films from Selena, The Cell, Out of Sight. She's a great actress, but this is one of my favorite performances by her. She demands the screen time. Whenever she's on screen, you feel her presence, her charisma, her swagger, her confidence in this character. She is so great in this film, and like I said, there has been great buzz around her being nominated. Even if she doesn't get nominated, this is such a great performance. I really do hope she gets nominated because she bodied this role, and I was just blown away by her performance in this movie. But that all really kind of goes into the actual director of this film. Again, I love that we get these movies and that touches on these type of stories told in the perspective of a female director and also a female writer. She wrote and directed this film. I think of films that there's many different iterations of, you know, stripping type of movie, stripping industry, behind the scenes and different things of that nature. But, you know, I think of The Players Club. I think of Showgirls. I think of, you know, even last year in a different type of film, but female-driven film of Widows. Films, good films in their own right, but they were told in a male perspective. So I love this film goes in a POV of a female, and I think she handled the film beautifully. I thought she shot it good. The dialogue was really good, and this might be something small to think about, but even the way she shot the stripping scenes. This is a MA, this is a rated R film, mature audiences. I was surprised there were some younger kids in my screening, but this is a mature film. There is some nudity, but I thought that the way they handled the nudity was done in a really good class. None of the main characters have a lot of nudity scenes, but there are nudity moments within the film, but I thought that the director did a good job of handling that. Jumping into the negatives, I will say that there was some moments that I wanted some more meat on the bone regarding, especially our two main characters, from Constance Wu and especially Jennifer Lopez character. I would really love to have seen how she got to where she was when we first meet in the movie. Some other things that kind of were on the negatives were the way that they told the story in regards to the various time jumps in this film was a bit distracting at times. In the third act, the first two acts were really well done, but the third act definitely has some pacing issues in regards to some of the plot. Just felt like it was kind of dragging on. This film's it's about an hour and 50 minutes, but it felt a little longer because of that pacing issues that we get in the third act. And one more thing, this film is definitely female driven. There's really not a lot of male characters in this film, but they did this one particular story beat where we see the perspective of a male character that isn't necessarily what we got in the film, where, you know, the females in this film were really kind of going out for these Wall Street type of people that are ruthless and cheating on their wives and not the nicest people. But there was one particular character that was kind of the opposite of that, and I would really love to have seen more of those characters, see the moral compass of our main characters and how they're handling what they're doing to these men. So outside of that, final thoughts. The film has received a lot of buzz out of these festivals, and I see why. This film was filled with great performances. It's a really entertaining story. There's a lot of heart to it, and it's just a really good film, and I highly recommend it. It comes to theaters this Friday the 13th. Check it out. I'm giving this film a 4 out of 5. Again, it's entertaining. A lot of good story, a lot of good themes, a lot of good topics, great performances, especially from Constance Wu and Jennifer Lopez, and a really well-directed film with, again, a really great, diverse cast. So 4 out of 5 for me. I recommend you guys check it out, and when you do, let me know in the comments what you thought of this movie. Let me know what you thought of the performances, and if you think J-Lo should get an A nomination for this role. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share this video, and again, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. We do have a currently on our channel, we have a giveaway for John Wick 3, the digital code. So check out that video. I'll leave that here. And again, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.